Want to know all the major Oogie Boogie Bash offerings and the pro tips you need to master the fast-paced night? Today's ultimate guide to Oogie Boogie Bash will guide you through all the best treat trail tips, photo spots to hit or miss, as well as the best ways to enjoy Mickey's Trick and Treat, the Frightfully Fun Parade, and my personal favorite, Villains Grove.
Greetings, fellow citizens of Halloween Town. Brickey here with your guide to all things Oogie Boogie Bash and how I want to help you make the most of a night that goes way too fast.
Let's jump in to the Oogie Boogie Haunted Halloween map and bring to life all the information you need to know to make the best Halloween night possible for you.
The number one reason to come to Oogie Boogie's Bash is Villains Grove.
Villains Grove, a Halloween-themed walkthrough attraction, happens strictly every night past sunset, and they are strict about its opening time. On opening night of Oogie Boogie, the sun set at 7:10 p.m. They didn't let guests in till over 30 minutes later at 7:50. The limited edition attraction is only available to guests with Oogie Boogie tickets. The event runs until 11 p.m. every evening, making this the most limited attraction during the Disney After Hours party.
So good!
However, on the last night, on Halloween night, the sun will set at 6 p.m. and it would be safe to assume the Villains Grove would be open around 6:30. The closer we get to Halloween, frightfully so, there will be more Villains Grove available.
That type of detailing on the ground is that well designed. You're speaking my language. That's my kind of Halloween celebration.
It's a fun attraction for all ages and is Disney's version of a Halloween maze. Although some people don't appreciate the artistry, the unique concept, and are very disappointed that there are no actual costume characters inside of Villains Grove. It's all spirit and vibes, and in my opinion, totally unique and absolutely perfect. It is the best thing Disneyland does out of every after-hours party that they host inside of the year. My advice on how to enjoy Villains Grove while making the most of an event that goes way too fast? Set a timer on your phone for 10:45. When the timer goes off, start your walk toward Villains Grove inside the Redwood Trail Challenge. You can walk across the entire park in 10 minutes. Well, at least I can. So please adjust for your own speed or the speeds of tiny trick-or-treaters with tired little legs. One way or the other, you want to get into the line at 10:55 p.m. All evening long, the line moves incredibly slow, but at the end, they pick up the pace big time. And this is the perfect attraction to use your Disneyland overtime on. Because you know the Disneyland golden rule, get in line before the park closes and they will offer your spot in line.
Now, my hands down favorite part of this attraction, well, there's two things. First, going through the thunderstorm, and then second, you know what the best part is. You know what I'm saving best for last on.
Whatever you do, make sure you don't miss Villains Grove. And the best place to take a picture while you're there is in the very final scene. Get behind your loved one or your best friend and take a picture of their Mickey-eared silhouette as they go off into the light. Be brave, little friend. Be brave.
Man, that is so amazing. You can trust me. I don't overhype things. If I thought something was trash, I would tell you it's trash. That is it is the best thing that Disney does for these events, 100%.
The second exclusive entertainment event that you don't want to miss out on is the Frightfully Fun Parade. The Frightfully Fun Parade happens twice nightly, giving you one opportunity to enjoy the parade and one opportunity to use the parade to empty the streets of Disney's California Adventure so that you can make the most of a temporarily emptier Oogie Boogie Bash. Both parades start at the edge of Pixar Pier, work their way through the entire park on the performance corridor, ending in the space between the Hyperion Theater and the edge of Guardians of the Galaxy. My advice, skip out on the 7:45 p.m. first parade, and instead get in line for the thing that you want to do the most at 7:30 p.m., as many people will be getting settled into their parade spots, giving you a better spot in line. The best place to watch the parade is in Hollywoodland. There's something about the faux business buildings that makes it feel more like a little city. However, this is also a very high demand area to watch the parade, and the pathways and sidewalks can narrow. There are dining packages with preferred seating, but I think with the smaller crowds and 2 parades, it's not necessary and money that could be better spent. So the better, no hassle place to watch the parade is along the Paradise Gardens Park. If you choose wisely, the 10 o'clock parade, you are almost guaranteed a front row seat. But be wary, it's a little too bright to feel like a true Halloween night. And the backdrop for photos can be a little bit off theme at times. My favorites of the parade is the Haunted Mansion scene, celebrating both the original version of the Haunted Mansion and the Nightmare Before Christmas holiday overlay. But best in show for this scene is the ballroom dancers, followed by the grave diggers. For my money, you could bounce out right after you have seen that scene, but definitely make sure you get your spot before the parade starts, because the Headless Horseman is something you do not want to miss. It's true Halloween Disney magic.
You're joking. I can't believe they haven't subscribed. You're joking me. You gotta be subscribed.
What I believe makes Oogie Boogie Bash better than its predecessor, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween, that used to happen across the Esplanade in Disneyland, is the Oogie Boogie treat trails. DCA has wider walkways, more off the beaten paths, and dead ends, allowing for 10 unique treat trails, with 8 of the 10 trails having Disney villains waiting at the end of the Candy Brick Road. Each trail has several different candy stops all along the way, with 2 cast members ready to give you a handful or 2 of sweet treats. There's typically always one station giving out a candy alternative, and each trail is equipped with a cast member to assist with any food allergy information. And the best part is, the Disney villains can't help themselves but to stop and strike up their idea of a friendly conversation.
Welcome to the Sid Show Circus, everyone, where all your terrifying nightmares will come to life in spectacular acts of awesomeness and scariness. Tonight, we have the Scary Clowns, the Tightrope Terror, the Strongest Duck Alive, the Unhuman Cannibal behind me, and Babyface. You know what Babyface is gonna do for the Sid Show Circus? When you're all asleep, dreaming your nightmares, when you least expect it, Babyface will crawl with her Babyface army of spiders and crawl right onto your faces and scare you.
Feel free to stop and chop it up or take a photo or 10. But remember, you'll need a friend or be a skilled selfie photographer, as there are no cast members to assist in your Halloween photo wish. New villains that have shown up this year, you'll find the beautiful Madame Mim at the Hyperion Theater courtyard, who is willing to tell you all about her magic, or maybe you'd like to tell Mother Gothel just how beautiful she is over at the edge of Grizzly Peak Trail.
Hello, dears. Do I look good?
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Which is my favorite of all the treat trails. With the smoke and the water and walking through the canopy of the woods, it reminds me of my days of trick-or-treating along the banks of the Ohio River on those autumn Kentucky nights.
So it's not Villains Grove, but it's pretty awesome. Coming back here, trick-or-treating on the treat trails, the vibes are totally here. This is a great Halloween setup. Hello. No candy, just vibes. This is a not to be missed part of the park.
But the real crowd pleaser was catching a concert with Ernesto de la Cruz just outside of Avengers Campus in the Bountiful Valley Hideaway, an area that only opens up for special events.
Most popular new character of 2022 is Ernesto from Coco, and look at this. All the way back to the Circuit City building, aka the Red Web Singers building, the line wraps all the way through Avengers Campus over to the Performance Corridor. Hey, how you guys doing? You having fun?
Yeah, how are you doing?
How are you guys doing? So this little detour there, this is the line to get in to see Ernesto. That area is not that big of an area, so that's a high demand for a small space. There's an hour and a half of the event left, and that's currently the line with like 90 minutes left. The continuous line for Ernesto wraps all the way around. Hey, there was a lot of people that were excited about Sid last year, but this takes it to a whole other level.
We also see some of last year's fan favorites return: Agatha Harkness inside of Avengers Campus, and my personal favorite in the Hollywood backlot, Cruella.
The Cruella de Vil is the rock and roll treat trail, and I love it.
Why don't you show me your best fashion stripes? Anyways, I saw it.
Buena Vista Street has a temporary trail that pops up during the middle of the party and then disappears before the end. There's no villain here, just some extra candy as a consolation prize for being a quitter and leaving early. And Cars Land has the other villainless trail. It really has little to no vibe at all, which is shocking for how hard the citizens of Cars Land go for the holiday Hall-oween. My advice, whatever you do, do not skip going into Cars Land, but feel free to skip this vibe-free treat trail. Treat trails offer a safe and magical environment for families to trick or treat in the safety of Disney's California Adventure. They also offer nostalgia to us old farts that can't knock on doors anymore and demand free candy. But everyone is welcome to Treat Trail at Oogie Boogie Bash. It's also a great way just to grab a free snack when you need some sugar in your system after too many rides on Monsters After Dark. For some, it may be a main attraction, and for others, it may be a nice bonus. But for all, it adds the Halloween spirit and brings some of our old friends from the dark side back for a night.
Hurry back. Don't forget to bring your own candy sack.
Because the free one is 2 sizes too small. Photo opportunities are heavily promoted by Disney at the after-hour events. It's a low-cost installation for Disney, and through the power of social media, it feeds the FOMO that have created the Disney park's golden renaissance. So beware, not all photo spots are created equally. Some photo spots were the same ones you could get at any day at the park, like the non-zombie Captain America. But it was cool to see Moon Knight show back up. A must-stop photo spot are the citizens of Cars Land. With 3 different characters in their Halloween costumes, it's just fun and silly in the best kind of Hall-oween way. One I would skip this year is the long lines for a photo with Mickey in Paradise Gardens. Last year's set was way better, and the line for this one is too much time for a Mickey pic that isn't all that special. A new add-on was the Bruno photo spot, but this face character was just kind of a miss for me. It looked more like a photo with a guy hanging out on Venice Beach than it did seeing a character inside of Disneyland. Many of these spots on the map are just cut out wood sets, and some are just normal things in the park. But there was one that was really special and demanded an hour-plus long line all night long. The Sanderson sisters, as portrayed by Daisy, Minnie, and Clarabelle. This type of wild creativity and mashing of pop culture is the type of Halloween magic that I absolutely love, but not like in an hour-long line type of love. That's too much Oogie Boogie time for me, but maybe your #1 priority. And if so, hit this photo spot during parade times to see a slight reduction in wait time. All in all, to me, these are just a bonus. Discover them, but don't worry about seeking them out. And if it's meant to be your dream photo, all will work out. A fun bonus, but for me, not the main event. And another bonus is PhotoPass is included with your ticket purchase. And to save time, keep in mind your photo QR code is on your armband. And also keep in mind, there's not always photographers available at all locations. Just key locations have Disney PhotoPass photographers waiting to take your Halloween pic. To make sure everyone of all ages from the family has a great time, there's Mickey's Trick and Treat. A few times each night, families can enjoy this very interactive show that feels more like a birthday party inside the Disney Theater in Hollywoodland. Guests are encouraged to dance and sing along, and the stage lighting allows for some good character photos. If you have little ones that like to party, this is a perfectly enclosed spot to let them blow off some of that Halloween steam and Halloween candy while getting to hang with Mickey and Minnie and friends. And most importantly this year, it's got ice cold air conditioning. Showtimes are posted on the sidewalk out front. An exclusive offering that's not right for everyone, but perfect for some. Friends, there is your guide to what Oogie Boogie offers that you can't get on a regular night at Disney California Adventure during the Halloween season. Other bonuses you should be aware of is very low attraction wait times. Calling all ride rippers, this event is for you because nearly everything is a walk-on, allowing you to add a lot of fun to your Halloween night. This year, Disneyland went very light on limited merchandise and food offerings, but honestly, there is so much Halloween food this year, they probably ran out of ideas. Don't forget there's 3 hours of regular park time as you can get into Disney's California Adventure as early as 3 p.m., giving you 3 hours to knock out all the things you don't want to do during the 5-hour party. I would suggest doing your favorite lower level rides, knock out your bottom to mid-tier attractions, because your popular favorites will be a walk-on as soon as the sun goes down and the regular guests have to leave for the day. I'll make a deal with you and make a Oogie Boogie Bash before the party starts guide video showing you how to make the most of those 3 hours if we can get 100 new people to subscribe to this video in its first week. Citizens of Disneyland, there's your breakdown on all major Oogie Boogie entertainment offerings and how you can make the most of the best night to be at DCA all year long. I highly recommend checking out Oogie Boogie's Bash, but don't wait too long. 2002 sold out in days. Thanks so much to Club1313.com for making today's video possible, and thank you for watching. I'll see you. Boo! That didn't work.